Being the firstborn is one of the most challenging tasks I have ever involuntarily signed myself up for. Hi, where can I submit my resignation papers? I think I got placed in the wrong department without my consent. Growing up as the eldest child has its pros and cons. It bears with it a lot of power alongside lots of responsibilities as well. It taught me how to not only put myself first, but also my family first too. I was always taught to be more understanding and considerate towards my siblings. Don't mind your sister, just understand her because you're older. There were a lot of tasks I had to take when my parents were not around, and one of the most difficult tasks of them all were to discipline them. Most of the time, when I try to discipline my siblings, it will either end up on a World War 500 or a dark, silent asylum kind of theme. Usually it's the latter. It's a madhouse from my perspective. It drives me insane. I cannot exaggerate the amount of time I have to contain myself and remain as composed as possible. Breathe in, breathe out. It is as if I have employed myself in a full-time 24/7 job where I have to act professionally at all times. Because if I don't, I will get a novel-long sermon and death glares from the highest authority. It can be emotionally and mentally draining at times, but I choose not to see it that way. If I choose to wallow in pain and sorrow, I will most definitely get scolded at again for being dramatic.
Anong inaarte-arte mo dyan? Mag-aral ka na lang.
Arte-arte, may drama-drama ka dyan. For another instance, whenever it's time to do the dishes or throw the trash, I would always end up doing it. Aside from the fact that I volunteer, no one really wants to do it. Okay kids, listen up. We are going to do household chores. A, why don't you start in the corner over there? And B, why don't you start cleaning your mess right over there? Did someone say something? It is in moments like this where I feel annoyed and grateful at the same time. I am grateful for this kind of experience because it prepares me to face the world outside. It opens up a brand new perspective for me towards how it would feel like in a workplace or working with a group of people. Given the very distinct characteristics of my siblings, I learned to unlearn. I learned how to strip off all the things I know and listen to their side of the story. Being the eldest has benefited me by making me mature faster than the average because of the constant exposure to discipline. It trained me to lead by example. Now I developed how to live with the constant duties I have to fulfill every day. And I have grown accustomed to it. And as a matter of fact, I choose to see it as an antidote to be a better version of myself every day. It may not taste the greatest, but I know for a fact that it is indeed good for me. And that is it for today's video, everyone. I hope you learned a thing or two in this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't already. And as always, stay confidently you. See you guys next week. Bye!